Step to your right, Danielle. There you go. I'm right. Danielle, is the mic on? Okay.
Yeah. Check.
Sounds good.
Test.
All right.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Chris Butler. I'm the Chief of Investigations for the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. This evening at about 9:45 p.m., Police Officer T.L. James was responding to a robbery with an individual injured near the business of Harvey's at University Boulevard West and Terry Road. Police Officer James was in his marked patrol vehicle, not using any emergency equipment whatsoever, and he's traveling eastbound on University Boulevard West in the left lane, which is our inside lane. Just ahead of Police Officer T.L. James's car is a Jacksonville Fire Rescue Department emergency vehicle with its lights and sirens activated. That's also traveling eastbound on University Boulevard West. As the fire rescue vehicle got in front of the Burger King, which is behind me in the 4900 block University Boulevard West, a gentleman described as a white male in his 60s ran from the business, not out of the business, but from the direction of the business. He ran in a northerly direction directly in front of the rescue vehicle. Rescue vehicle had to sound its air horn. The gentleman made it in front of the Jacksonville Fire Rescue vehicle, but he came to a stationary position, stopped in the center lane, which isn't a travel lane or anything, in the center of the road here. As soon as the fire rescue vehicle passed him, he then darted back across towards the Burger King and was struck by Police Officer T.L. James. Police Officer James is a 3-year veteran. He's been placed on administrative leave. As you can see from behind me, we're in the process of clearing up the scene, and the individual that was struck by the police officer died as a result of his injuries. And I'll answer any questions that you might have.
Was there any indication that this individual who did that, just because the way you're describing it, was maybe this was a suicide attempt?
We don't know. It's early in the investigation. What we're going to have to do is contact, once we make positive identification and everything, we'll have to contact any family members or friends to try to determine. I'm not ruling that out at this time, but it may be something where he's just running out in front of the cars, maybe got confused or something like that, and then came back across after the rescue vehicle, after the first threat that came to him. He then ran back in front of it. So I don't know that answer yet.
So the officer didn't have his lights on?
No, he didn't. And with this particular call, there were other officers that were closer that were responding to the robbery down the street. So he was just driving the speed limit through this area.
What is the protocol for running code when you're responding to? Because obviously you said he wasn't running code. So
no, he wasn't. But he wasn't one of the way it was explained to me. He wasn't one of the primary officers that received the call. He heard the call go out, and he was responding in addition to that. So, depending on the priority, it could be a priority 1, which is lights and sirens, just depending on what it is. But he's somebody who took the initiative, heard the call, and was responding there to help the other officers.
So you said the officer was going the speed limit?
According to the officer, that's correct. We do have independent witnesses. Obviously, they can't judge speed or anything like that. We do have, there are equipment, obviously, on all vehicles made. So if that equipment that was in those vehicles, if we had a significant event to activate those equipment in the police officer's car, typically referred to as a black box, we'll be able to get that information from there.
The man that was struck, does he appear to be homeless?
I don't know. I've heard some conflicting reports as far as who he is, because some witnesses said that they have seen him come in Burger King before, and he may have appeared to be homeless, but I don't want to classify him as that yet.
Okay. And you said he was around 60 years old?
Approximately 60, okay. Yes.
Okay. And what lane was it again that I'm kind of confused. I know you said he went past the first time the ambulance had gone past. Obviously the police car was behind. So which lane was it that he was actually hit once he came back?
He's coming from, I guess would be off to my right shoulder. He comes from the Burger King across this way. He stops, almost gets hit by the rescue vehicle, stops in the center part of the road, which it's kind of an open lane type thing for vehicles to turn and stuff like that. And then as he comes back across towards the Burger King in a southerly direction, he's in the inside left lane, which is closer to the center lane. So it'd be the third lane from where we're standing right here.
Gotcha.
All right, thank you.